The past 2 months have been different. They've been crazy in comparison to usual. I want to talk to you guys today about what I've been doing for the past 2 months that's really helped me to get better as a graphic designer. First of all, if you guys notice, this video is a sort of different setting, a different pace than usual, and I have some bigger changes coming in the future for the channel. Instead of Motivational Monday being tips that I have for you guys, it's actually going to start being book reviews. So I've got 3 books picked out for you guys. Next Monday we're going to be going over The Everyday Entrepreneur. The Monday after that we're going to be going over Super Connector, and the Monday after that we're going to be going over 6 secrets to startup success. And the reason I kind of put these changes in the works for you guys is because I don't know as much about business as I'm trying to let off that I know about business, and all of my information comes from books anyway, so we're just going to start doing book reviews, and I'm going to tell you what book I'm going to do the week before so that you can follow along if you want to. So like I said, the book that I'm going to be doing is The Everyday Entrepreneur next Monday, so if you want to read it along with me, I checked it out at the library. You can check it out at the library too. So with all that being said, I want to go ahead and get into today's video. Graphic design is interesting to me because you can get good at graphic design without even really spending time working on it. In fact, one of the ways that I got the best with graphic design is just by simply looking at other people's work and starting to pay more attention to the little details of what makes people's work successful. And I find this to be pretty true about most things in business. They come out with case studies for a reason, and you can get access to these case studies through multiple sites. Forbes, Entrepreneur, they have great articles that you can sort of look at, and there are several Twitter users that post research about other businesses that you can follow and get good information as well. But as far as graphic design goes, I think that a huge part of it is actually just looking at other people's work and sort of seeing what makes it their own and seeing how they do their lines, how thick they make their lines, how they choose their coloring. You don't actually have to spend the time practicing the coloring, the lines, the thickness, whatever it is. You don't have to spend the time practicing. If you follow me on Instagram or social media, you know I do spend that time practicing. But for the most part, my improvement has come from looking at other people. Because I've noticed that exponential growth is a huge part of any sort of growth. It always happens in spurts. You kind of hit a plateau and then you start growing again. And then you kind of hit a plateau and then you start growing again. And that's what I've noticed lately with my graphic design is I'm just now getting over the plateau and I'm starting to grow again and starting to actually put my own character into the logos rather than trying to basically copy off of other people's logos. So I think that if you're trying to grow in any skill, what you need to know is that you have to understand how the plateau works. And if you're into fitness, you know this is true. If you're trying to lose weight, you're going to hit a plateau eventually, and you're just going to stick at that weight, stick at 190, and you're not going to lose those extra 5 pounds that you're trying to lose because you're stuck at that plateau. And really, the reason this happens, I think, is because we need to be taught and we need to learn how to see it out, even through trials, through adversity. And even the trials and adversity could just be no improvements coming out. But if you fall off of your routine, if you stop doing what you're doing, then you're going to lose your progress, and maintaining is better than losing. So even if you're not gaining progress, try to maintain your current progress. And I know it's easy to get frustrated and say, I don't want to keep doing this because I'm not getting anything out of it. And that's okay to get frustrated because of that, but just keep pushing forward, because eventually you're going to hit that slope and you're just going to go all the way up to the peak. And that's what you want to do. And the thing is, there is no ultimate peak either. You can always improve as long as you always open yourself to improve. With graphic design, I find that as long as I stick to a consistent schedule, I'm constantly improving. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with you, is that stick to consistency and keep doing what you're doing. Stick with a schedule and you'll keep improving. Thank you for watching. Bye.